Yes guys, it's FPL Guy here and welcome back to the FPL Guy YouTube channel. How is everybody doing? So as you've seen from the title, today I'll be showing you guys my Gameweek 3 team and my transfer plans. And there's nothing much to say, I want to get straight into it, let's not waste any time. Just one thing I want to mention is that if you haven't joined the FPL Guy mini league, then you can find the code on the top of the screen. Or if you would like to use the auto join link, you can find that down in the description. So definitely get involved. And one more thing, if you enjoyed today's video or found it useful in any way, please consider subscribing to the channel, I would really appreciate that. And also dropping a like on this video would be fantastic. It helps smaller channels like this one get spread to more people, and that would be fantastic. And now let's get straight into it. Let's do a quick review of how Game Week 2 went. So we got 66 points, which is above average, which we like to see, and a Game Week rank of 1.8 million. I have overall points of 164 and an overall rank of 639k. Now, that's not the best to be honest right now, and 66 points was quite disappointing. If you had anywhere above 75, I would say that's pretty good and well done. Even above 70, that's solid. Let's see where honestly my team went wrong. So Sanchez in goal, clean sheet, very nice, I'll take that. Tsimikas and Trent, those two guys absolutely phenomenal, especially Tsimikas. I think it was 4.1 going to Game Week 2. If you had him, then well, congratulations, well done, that was an awesome pick. I didn't have him, I went for Jota instead. He still got 8 points, which I'm happy with. He scored and actually started. A lot of people thought he might have been benched, but luckily he did start and he got the goal. Trent, as I mentioned, very good, 12 points. Ayling, and now this was the sort of the question that I was asking myself, do I start Cody or Ayling? I ended up going for Ayling just because of his attacking potential. Unfortunately, didn't get any attacking returns, came out with 1 point. Cody came out with 2. I'm not too worried about that, just a point difference. It can make a difference in the long term, but nothing to be worried about right now. And then Shaw, I mean, got lucky I guess with the bonus points. He didn't really do anything, attacking wise, and then bonus points he gets 2. So I'm not complaining, we'll take those. Moving on to the midfield, Salah and Bruno. These were the guys that were hoping for double-digit hauls, the captain decision, who was it going to go to? There's a lot of debate about it. I ended up going for Fernandes. After Salah's blank, I was quite confident, to be honest, that Bruno could get that haul and then jump our rank. Whoever captained Bruno, our ranks were going to fly. But, I mean, of course he was going to get 1 point, so that's what happened, unfortunately. And then Jota, I've already mentioned. El Ghazi is the other one. Sorry to everyone who thought Ings was going to take the penalty when El Ghazi came up and took it. Luckily for me, he scored, got the points, thank you very much. Benrahma and Antonio, this is where it all went wrong for me. In Game Week 1, I went for Callum Wilson over Antonio. That was my big mistake. That so far has costed me 22 points, which is about 500k rank. So that was a big L for me right there. And luckily, I still have Benrahma, who is performing very, very well. So that is awesome. Ings scores again. And obviously Wilson came out with a blank, unfortunately. If I had Antonio, this would have been, amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't. So there we go. Let's move on to the new team and let's see if I can bounce back in Game Week 3. Here we go. So this is my Game Week 3 team. Nothing has changed. It's still a 3-5-2 formation and the exact same players. I've got 2 free transfers to play with, so we'll talk about that in the tinkering session. The only thing that has changed is my captaincy. I've switched it from Fernandes to Benrahma. I think these two guys are the main options for my team for this game week. We have Ings and Wilson, who both have very decent fixtures, but I just don't trust them enough to put the armband on them. Other than that, we have Salah and El Ghazi. El Ghazi, once again, I just don't trust him enough. Whereas for Salah, Chelsea's defense is pretty solid, so I do see this game being very low scoring. Therefore, I'm going to avoid Salah for this game week. In the defense, Chelsea could score, and therefore I don't think Trent's going to be a great option. As I said, Chelsea's defense is phenomenal, so maybe he doesn't even get attacking return. Ayling, you can't really put the armband on him and be confident. He can provide that attacking return, but I just don't want to risk it. That's just too much of a risk. He could keep that clean sheet, however, and fingers crossed for that. And then we have Shaw against Wolves. Maybe if you want to go very differential, he could be a shout, getting some sort of attacking return with maybe a clean sheet. So again, yeah, that just leaves Benrahma and Fernandes. I've gone for Benrahma at the moment. Him and Antonio, they are absolutely on fire, and I can easily see that momentum carrying on into the Crystal Palace game with pretty easy 3-0, I would say. Hopefully Benrahma brace and Antonio probably with a single goal as well. That's my prediction, and that's why I have my captaincy at the moment on Benrahma. Alright, it's everybody's favourite part of the video. It's Tinker time, guys. So I have 2 free transfers and 1 million in the bank. Now, before Antonio just done absolute madness in Game Week 2, I was initially thinking to bank my transfer, so I have 2 free transfers going into the international break, and then I could potentially do a -4 or maybe even a -8 and sort of have like a mini wild card going into Game Week 4 after the international break. So that was my initial plan, and if I stick to that, then that would mean no Antonio going into Game Week 3 against Crystal Palace, which is a big risk. So what I was thinking is to just remove White, because I see that they have City and I don't think White's playing in this game, and even after that they have great fixtures. So they have Norwich and Burnley, but their defense is not very good at all at the moment, and so I feel confident to just remove him and downgrade him to a 4 million, which just frees up an extra 0.5. So who I was thinking about Livramento, because I don't see myself using my wild card too early on, and Duffy is probably the better pick in terms of attacking potential, but again, he could be rotated in a couple of game weeks. So just to be safe, I have gone for Livramento, who has quite a decent fixture against Newcastle this game week, and I can potentially play him as well. He is playing on the right back, and in the previous game against United, he was very attacking, and that's what we like to see. So against Newcastle I can play him, West Ham maybe not, City obviously not, Wolves I can play him, and then after game week 7 he has a fairly nice run of fixtures. So because I'm not planning to use my wildcard too quickly, I think I'll go for Livramento over Duffy. So this was the plan. Now I have 1 free transfer left. I was going to bank my transfer, get 2 free transfers into Game Week 4. But now I'm also considering getting Antonio in, because against Crystal Palace and the amount of ownership he has now is going to be quite dangerous not to have him. So now the question is, do I remove Wilson or Ings for him? I've got the money. Either way, I can just do it. So I was actually thinking of removing Ings just because of his difficult fixtures after Game Week 3. He's got a very tough run of fixtures, and Aston Villa's attack isn't looking too great. He had some very easy fixtures to get some returns, but Aston Villa, they didn't show the capability in their attack. Therefore, I'm more confident in removing Ings than Wilson. So I'll remove Ings and then I'll just get in Antonio. Something like this at 7.7, which hurts because I was really close to getting him in Game Week 1 over Wilson, but I kept Wilson unfortunately. So yeah, this is what I was thinking. 2 free transfers, getting Livramento, getting Antonio. Guys, let me know what you think about this. So there's 2 options I can go for. Either just get Livramento and bank my transfer and do some sort of like a mini wildcard going into Game Week 4 after the international break. Or option 2 is to use my 2 free transfers, get Livramento in and get Antonio in. That is the plan. So let me know guys which of these 2 options you guys prefer and which one I should go for. I could also do is just get Antonio and just keep White in for now. And that would also mean I'll have a 2 free transfers going into Game Week 4. So that's currently what I'm thinking. Let me know which one do you prefer, option 1 or option 2. Let me know down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed today's video, once again, please consider subscribing and dropping a like on this video. I'd very much appreciate it. Join the FPL Guy Mini League. The code is at the top of the screen, or you can find that down in the description. And finally, if you want to check out my socials, my Instagram and my Twitter, the links to those will also be in the description, so definitely have a look at that. And apart from that guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.